Well, hello, Wolfpack family. Glad to have you. I hope you're doing amazing. Let's jump right into it. Got a nice array of decks to choose from. We're going to be shadow focused. And you know what? It's the perfect timing because 11:11 right now. Woo woo! There we go. To some, it may be right place, right time. Let's get cleansed. Here we go. Universe, thank you so much for this day and time. And whoever watches this now or later may have something that will be resonant to them on their journey. Thank you so much. This area is cleansed and we'll get started now. Excellent, y'all. Excellent. So, shadow work focus. Got the Lilith, Queen of the Night, Oracle Grimoire, Murder of Crows Tarot, and the Cries of the Soul Oracle, along with the Past Life Oracle cards. Should have had these already out, but it's alright. It's alright, Anyways, quick little blip, 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 blip. Anyways, area is cleansed. Now we're gonna get started to see what's going on, everyone. What's going on? Since I got this one in my hand, I'm gonna jump right to this one. Cries of the Soul Oracle, okay? And without further ado, okay, here we go. Universe, guides, spirit team, entities that are in the highest of alignments. Anything here for person or persons in the collective today? Oh, there we go. And y'all that you're here, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button, show some love, follow, and share with anybody you know that likes Oracle and Tarot. I just like having fun, y'all. So glad to have you here. I love your Wolfpack family because time to have a blast. Do a few more shuffles. Okay. One. This one kind of want to come out. Okay. Lilith, Queen of the Night, Oracle Grimoire. All right. Anything for the collective here from this deck? Universe, guides, Lilith, because this is your deck named after you, after all. Any messages here for any person or persons here? Oh, she speaks. Look at that. Boom. Anything else here for the collective? Okay, I think that's it right there for that one. Now let's do the past lives right here. Past lives. Dun 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 dun. Anything from this deck right here? Tapping into the past lives. Oh, I forgot the music. I can get that here in a second. Let's see. 333 just saw on the recording timer. Boom! There we go. There we go, y'all. There we go. Oh, there we go. Anything else here for the collective? Oh, there we go. It's like a hot potato. It's just coming out. Boom, boom, boom. All over the place. A couple more. Yeah. I think that's it right there for that one. And, oh, that just wanted to come out the last second. We're going to honor it. Now we have the Murder of Crows Tarot. I assure you that's just a terminology used to describe a body of crows, many crows. No crows were harmed in the making of this deck. All right, y'all. Oh, there it is. There's one. Anything else here? Oh, one fell on the floor. Got it. Got it. Oh. Yeah, it keep on coming. Anything else here for the collective? Dun 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 dun. 444 on the recording timer right now. Oh. Okay. This one, not all these. Anything else? Do a few nice shuffles. I'm having way too much fun, y'all. Okay, I think that's good. Yes. Let's see if I can crank up some tunes up in here. Okay. So I'm gonna move these here out of the way. Okay, so now let's get started, everyone. Let's get started. Dum dum dum. We're gonna do, let's see which one we're gonna do first. Let's probably do the past life oracle cards, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and get this going on. Boom. Okay. There it is. Some soft music, y'all. 555 in the recording timer. All right, let's see. The arts. Someone creative, yeah. Celtic, ooh. Artistic with some Celtic roots, perhaps? Some Celtic heritage. Look at you, somebody, someone's. Oh, you came also from the Greco-Roman times too? You got a lot of stuff going on here in the past lives. Authority figures? Did you deal with authority figures, or were you an authority figure yourself? Let's continue. Ooh, wisdom. Probably known for your wisdom. Very studious, perhaps. Very wise. Communal living. Did you live in perhaps like a... First thing that came to mind was like, kind of like a monk, like a temple or something. This kind of makes me think of like, you know, the very spiritual people back then that were in a, you know, all together with others. Let's continue here. Moonstone, emotional balance. I use moonstone energy to balance my emotions, calming my anxiety. Ooh, I like that. Looks cool. Sigil of Lilith, manifestation. I harness Lilith's evolving energy to listen to my soul's desire and become a co-creator of my life. Perfect. It's all about freedom of the soul. There you go. Black mirror, being your authentic self too. You gotta be you, because you're perfect the way you are. Black mirror, reflection. I reflect on messages from my subconscious as I value insights for my growth. Should definitely help you with a shadow word. Let's see. Demoness, authenticity. What I say? Being our authentic self. I embrace all aspects of myself, turning societal shadows into my source of light. Okay, diving more into the shadows. Today, like I said, put this. All right, let's see what we got here. Cries of the Soul Oracle. Spiritual excuse. The mantra is, I listen to my inner being. Is someone making up excuses and using spirituality as a guise? We're seeing you. Transgenerational karma. So that's probably what all this past stuff is. Maybe somebody is breaking generational curses and things, that karma that could have been accrued from past lives. I am inspired by my family's history. And then wounded inner child. My past is full of lessons that help me be who I am today. I'm gonna make space for the tarot here in the center. Let's see. And for the Murder of Crows tarot, we have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Someone having kind of like a lack mindset regarding finances or stability, perhaps. Let's see, we have the Knight of Cups. So a lot of forward movements with that water energy. Someone really trying to get their stuff together on the inside emotionally. Maybe someone's having a hard time tapping into their authentic self, and it could have to do with this wounded inner child shadow. I just got in my mind something saying, maybe tomorrow, meaning that I feel perhaps someone is looking in the reflection, valuable insights for growth. But what just came to mind for me is that maybe they are judging themselves to an extent and maybe not liking what they see. You know what I mean? And that's sad, you know, because you're beautiful and perfect, you know, just the way that you are. Obviously, we always have room for improvement and things that we want to gain, but just be assured that you are exactly where you need to be right now. And otherwise, kind of putting things off for the guise of, that's probably where the spiritual excuse is coming off. Like, I just like don't really feel like it or something like that. And probably putting off some kind of like, oh, everything's in retrograde or something like that. You know what I mean? You probably know people like that, just blame everything on other stuff. I'm about keeping it 100 with my collective, you know what I'm saying? So don't be using no spiritual excuse. I'm sure that you can still do stuff. work on the things that you need to work on. You know, that's what the shadow is. 6 of Cups. I like that. Oh, see, look. He's looking at his reflection. Look at that. Talk about that shadow work, baby. I love that. Let's keep going. Boom. Oh, got that. Ooh, the King of Swords. Wow, we got the reversals here. So with this deck, the reversals is like something on the inside. Well, obviously, you know, it still has the dual meaning with the traditional tarot, of course, right? So someone's having a little trippy time on the inside, and I think it has to do with not fully accepting oneself. Now that we have all the cards laid out on the table, this is someone right here, and you know, hey, collective Wolfpack family, my heart goes out to you, person or persons in the collective. The energy I'm getting is someone that's kind of, they're trying to figure themselves out, you know what I mean? Sometimes that does take taking time to yourself. I feel that maybe in the past, someone, you know, take what resonates, leave the rest. But what could have been leading to these inner child wounds is that maybe there's a lot of things people trying to put over you, like growing up or whatever the case is. And it's like where you weren't allowed, you didn't have like a safe space to truly be your authentic self and be who you are. And you had to kind of like suppress certain things. But, you know, now as like an adult, like later, you know, whenever is the right time, and, you know, universe will gradually open up opportunities for people to be able to unleash and be their authentic self. You know what I mean? I feel that this person in the past life have definitely had a lot of, you know, they're respected in a way. And I feel that they could have definitely been one of these authority figures. But what just came to mind also, that it could have been someone that maybe they were an authority figure in the past, and maybe they passed down wrong judgments or misguided judgment down on someone else that could have affected somebody. Who knows? Again, take what resonates with you. But the reason I say that is because then you have right here transgenerational karma. You know what I mean? Family's history. So maybe somewhere in the history line, a lot of karma over time was like accrued, and then now it's like this incarnation, and like your soul is like, yeah, we're eliminating now. We're breaking and demolishing generational curses right now, y'all, because it ain't time for that. It's time for our soul growth and our soul evolution. And it's all about this emotional balance. And baby, you're gonna manifest everything that your heart desires right here. Just listen to the inner whispers within yourself. And look, I tell you what, if you look into that mirror and you're like, hey, you know what? I know that I have things that I want to work on, and I'm gonna take a hard look at myself in the mirror. I'm gonna face my shadows, face all this instability, and I'm gonna make myself aware, because awareness is everything. Look into the reflection and be like, hey, you know I have things that I want to work on, goals, but you know, thank you, universe, because I am here and I'm exactly where I need to be at the moment. When you take things as like a learning lessons and things like that, and have a little compassion on yourself, you know what I mean? I think this person here, whoever I'm speaking to, is having a lot of judgment on themselves at the moment, and they're trying to tap into being able to be their authentic self, embracing all aspects of the self, turning societal shadows into my source of light. Like, forget about what society tries to put upon you, or even other people, or like friends or something like that. You are you, and you are unlike anyone else, because you know what, collective Wolfpack family, you are perfect and beautiful just the way that you are. So embrace who you are, you know what I mean? And don't ever dim your light for anyone, you know what I mean? Because those that want you to dim your light, you know what I mean? Those aren't the kind of people that need to be in your life. And as you grow and as you learn, one thing that I tell people, again, take what resonates and leave the rest. But I think one of the best superpowers, a big superpower that anybody could have, is to just not, like, you know, with love, not care about what other people are saying. If you're just minding your own business, doing your own thing, you want to be happy, and people trying to, you know, please don't, what is that one song? It says, please don't down my vibes. Please don't down my vibes. Something like that. That came to my mind earlier today, you know what I mean? Because some people, when you're happy, some people ain't like that, you know what I mean? They want to try. Misery likes company sometimes, so just something you gotta you gotta watch out for, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pull this last deck, if I can even grab it, this last card, the one on the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Ooh, I think this is the Judgment. Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure. The one where they're blowing the trumpet. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but to me, it also symbolizes like awakening. Someone is awakening to their true self, you know, at the same time. And I think that to those that may have affected or tried to, you know, dim this person's light, you know what I mean? It's a thing to just surrender to the universe and trust that the universe is going to take care of those things. You don't have to worry about the little petty whispers of people trying to hate, you know what I'm saying? Because some people, when you start diving into your inner divinity and your true authentic self, they're definitely going to be haters. They're just going to come out of nowhere, and they're going to try everything they can to dim your light, I assure you. And I don't mean that it scare you or anything. I want you to continue to be yourself. I just want you to be aware that kind of stuff happens. Because at the end of the day, as you're increasing your vibration, you become magnetic. And then you end up getting people that come to you, and you're not even seeking this. But at the end of the day, people are going to try to throw shade, perhaps, at you just for being you. And you know what I mean? But that means you're probably doing something right. But hey, you know what? Here's something to think about. At the end of the day, even if they're trying to throw shade at you or whatever terminology people use nowadays, they still talking about you. They still talking about you, whether they're talking smack or whatever or they envy, whatever it is, they still talking about you, and you have free rent in their mind. So rest assured, there's something special about you, baby, because you know what I mean? There's something special about you, and universe just wants you to see that. Look at this beautiful crow. Tell me that it's not a beautiful crow, you know what I'm saying? And that's you, Wolfpack Collective. You beautiful and perfect just the way that you are. So continue to be your authentic self. Yo, this is meant to be an uplifting message here, it looks like, you know what I mean? For someone to help break out of their shell and break these generational curses. And I feel that you're there. And I see the thing is, awareness is everything. I feel that definitely this person just trying to get emotional balance right now. But you know what? They're going to manifest their desires, and they're going to make it happen. So pretty soon, all these reversals, because there's forward movement here regarding the inside, the inner work, you know what I mean, of the emotions, trying to get that emotional balance, you know what I mean? And sooner or later, this right here with that grounded energy, gonna go whoosh. That Queen of Cups is gonna turn, Queen of Pentacles. So you're gonna get that groundedness in the emotional realm and the intuitive realm. Whoosh. And you're gonna get the Knight of Cups, even more with it, in tune with that balance, emotions. And then the Sword, you're gonna have the right words to say, you know what I mean? Getting to that king that, hey, like setting boundaries, like, hey, you know what? Is no one gonna tell me not to be my authentic self, because I'm not a people pleaser. And be you, you know? So rest assured, it looks like it's just on the cusp. Just recognize and tell yourself you're beautiful, y'all, okay? Because you are. And I love you. And I love you so very much. Anyways, y'all, that's it for today's reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, follow, comment, subscribe. You know the rest. Wicka, wicka, wick. And I will talk to you next time. Love you, Wolfpack family. Ciao for now. Bye for now.